We've just released version 1.4 of IRT. IRT is a testing tool for SAP PI PO that enables you to test messages a lot faster. So what are the changes that we have made into this one? So there's two main things that we have added. The first one is quite simple. It is that we're able to use generic numbers in each message. And the way we're doing is just when you're sending in a message with testing, we would use the number range module from the B2B converter, and then you can just use it for configuring the messages as you want them to be. So that was one thing, a small one, but important, required by one of our customers. The other one takes a little more time to explain, and that's why I put it last, but it is more important. So we had one customer that said, well, we have messages up to 400 megabytes that we want to test. And it's like, well, PI best practice is probably not that much. There's going to be some bottlenecks in this. We're not sure about how well we will be able to do that. So one of the things we tried out was we tested it locally. We had our agent installed on our local system and just on our local system, and we were able to record messages there up to 50 megabytes, and that's my limit, saying, okay, this is good. This is what's best practice about testing. If we go beyond that, it's going to be a little more challenging, making sure that it works. So that worked. Then next step was to figure out how do we do this better, and one of our customers was trying it out, and he found, together with support, that messages above around 10 megabytes was not processed, so we were not able to retrieve them from the agent system. And this pattern also was reproduced when we tried on two different environments. So we found out there was a pattern and something we needed to fix in that. So we had to figure out, how do we get around this? And we found out there's some limitations in Sun EMQ with PI or the NetWeaver Java stack. We can retrieve fine unlimited messages from other systems or on other from Tomcat or something other systems. So something a little challenging. Not sure what it is and why it's there, but it's there. So we had to figure a way around it so we're able to enable messages processor of larger messages. And the way we did it was we just took the message when it came into the monitor or to the adapter module that we have inserted. If the message is above 10 megabyte or something like that, 5 megabyte, I think it is, then we would zip the module or zip the payload. And if the message is below 5 megabytes zipped, we'll just send it using the DMS, and that works smoothly. And then unzip it once we retrieve it and can process comparison that way. And normally XML, I think it's zipped to around 10 to 20%. So most of the time it shouldn't be a problem. Then the other challenge was, then what if the zip message is still above 5 megabyte? Then we will save it in the database on the productive system, and then the test system will just receive a metadata with the DMS, and then it will asynchronously fetch all the payloads using a web service with some limits on how much it's able to retrieve, so we don't overload your productive system. We don't want to do that. So it's just calling a few megabytes at a time. So that's working. We have also improved our comparison functionality. There was also some memory leaks and something that wasn't really optimal for comparing bigger files, because obviously at any customer and any project it's okay to do smaller comparison. You have enough memory to do it, but once the message become on a bigger size, it tends to increase the memory. So I think if we compare two text files of 1 megabyte each, it would consume around 100 megabytes of memory. That's obviously not scalable. So we have improved that algorithm, and I think we're able to compare around 200 megabytes for all messages. there may be some limitation, obviously, depending on the JVM and whatever. And you'll be able to see some of these changes in your Excel report about what's going on. We still have some improvements to the UI, so you can view the differences there and see what are the differences between our two messages. But that's something we will have to add in a little bit, and I'm looking forward to those improvements. So I hope you like this video. Please give me a like. If you have any comments or questions about this or about how we can improve the service, please put them in the comments below. I would look forward to hear what you have to say about these things and how we can improve it. So thanks.